roadside flowers blowing in the wind. So we're getting ready to explore the Amidon Memorial Conservation Area and all its accesses. We've been here many times before. So this is just the primitive camping, and I don't think it goes to water access. I've never been down this road. 248. So we're gonna drive down here first and just check it out. So we turned down in here, and the Castor River's right there. And immediately I saw this very, very old bridge. It says, private do not enter. But isn't this cool? This is super old. I love it. So not far down the gravel road, you cross this a little bit narrow and intimidating without rails hunk of concrete, and you go over this creek. I could just go sit down there. I see a can down there. Somebody else has already done that. Really pretty little area. Oh, where that house was, we looked on the map and we saw that is old Highway 72. So apparently now old Highway 72 has become private property. Sweet. Lots of people live down this road, although it's now turning into a even smaller gravel road, and the water is crossing the road. We're getting ready to cross it. There's a fence there. It's coming from up there as well. Cool. Apparently we didn't go the right direction. We're still on 248, but we're not allowed to enter. So coming in, I saw this and I said, I wonder if that's it. And we saw this gate and we thought it looked like it might be private property. So we did not turn down in here. So now we're gonna try it. I hope we don't go down private property. So just from the turnoff, I spied this, and it says 528, the road we're on, but you can't see it very well. How funny is that? Oh my goodness, that was some hill. Yeah, glad for my four-wheel drive. But it is, we turned down the right road. Look, got a sign. So here's what we're doing. It came off 72, 248, and right where that we went too far down this road, I guess it ended up in private property. We went back to the hill and drove up, and I guess where the green is where the sign was, where we entered the conservation area. And there are 3 parking areas. See the squares? So we just arrived at the first one, and at the last one is a camping area with something down to the combs. Anyway, here you go. All the way up here for this parking area, which I am assuming is mainly for hunters, because I think you go down that road to get to whatever you're getting to. So we've made it to the split, and you can go that way or this way. And if you look back at the paperwork, there's the split. To the right is a parking area and a dead end, and straight is to the camping area. So the sign right there said that this is the camping area. And look, They've kept it mowed. Who mows this? It's really nice. There's a campfire ring there. It's not so bad. Of course, it's primitive. And looks like a way to hike down in there. Horseback riding only on gravel roads. So it's probably a hunting area. I see a sign up there. It's kind of crazy. We came down in here. I feel like it's a four-wheel drive only. Yeah, there's some pretty steep hills, but here's the parking area. So archery and firearm methods allowed. So see, this is just a hunting area, but it's fun to explore. I mean, if you really want a primitive campground. Look, somebody's camped here as well, and I find it impressive that they have kept it mowed. Wow, look at that field. Put on your boots. Bring your hunting equipment. I see lots of wildflowers and butterflies. There were butterflies all over the parking lot. Look at that one. And that one. And that one. Walking down the path a little bit, I was like, does this go far? I bet you this goes all the way around to that other area just down the road. Look at these. I don't see any trail right here. Don't know where the other trail goes to. Now I'm curious. So we noticed from this parking area that there's a Combs branch, and it looks like some sort of field. The white must be the field. So it must be a short distance down to something. So we're gonna go check it out. There's that orange monarch right there. Wait till it opens up its wings. There. See it in there? There are so many wildflowers down in here. There's some thistle. Well, this is going parallel to the other campsite. I think these are called oxeye daisies. Yep, so that's the campsite, just down the road. So we could have parked there and come around the gate, and our car is right up there. And I'm not sure we can walk through here or not. But obviously the creek is on that ridge over there where the tall trees are. At first we said, we have on shorts. Actually, we have on swimming gear for the other parts of the park. We shouldn't go down there. It's not much of a trail. Oh, but let's see how far we can go, because we're adventurers. There's lots of Queen Anne's lace down in here. This grasshopper just landed right in front of me. Woo. Well, we're making it to the bottom, but now where do I go? I'm seeing less and less of a trail. So I'm assuming the creek is in there. Oh, there's a butterfly by my hand. Lots of little purple flowers. Oh, wait. Yeah, I think we're done. I think this is a great place maybe to hunt. But it was fun to cross this huge field. Back up. These flowers are so bright and beautiful. There's so many flowers down in here. Need a field flower guidebook. Look at these cute little guys. They're really little. I wanted to show you this itty bitty flower, but I can't get the camera to focus on it. It's so bright and beautiful. So we're walking back to the car and look how it's brown tufted, green tufted, and then like a tan tufted. We get chiggers. It's our own adventuresome self-fault. But it was fun. So we wanted to give you a little shot of the roadway because we love the little green tuft down the middle of the road. This is that intersection. We're not going to go back the other way. I'll show you the other places. Don't you just love the little green tuft down the middle of the road? So just down the road is County Road 208, and if you follow GPS to Amidon, they often take you to other directions to get to Amidon. But if you're coming from Cape Girardeau's that way. In fact, the fun thing is if you're on Kings Highway, drive all the way through Jackson and all the way out through Millersville where it turns to 72, which is what we're looking at. It's all on the same road. So I'm going to show you the map I printed out real quick. But if you go down that road there, you can actually go straight to the square in Fredericktown. And down this way, you can find Amidon. So I printed this map out for you. And so here's Fredericktown, and here is 208. And you can see if you follow it, it takes you to the square in Fredericktown. Or if you follow 72 and make a left, what people are most familiar with, you get to the square. Many of the directions tell you to go up here to J. Well, if you're coming from Cape, that's not necessarily the closest route because you have to pass up 208. And they'll have you go down J and then down W to 208. So just catch this, even though it's not marked for the park. So you come to this intersection, and that road 208 is not a bad road. It does turn into gravel, but it's easy. And you see there's a sign that says conservation area that way, but this is W. So rather than going all the way around, if you're coming from the Cape County area and coming down this road just to turn here, try to catch that 208. Check out this view and those clouds. There's a barn and a house up there. Wow. But we recognize this area when we have 3 Eagle Scouts, and one time they came camping somewhere along this road, and I think it was down here. So rather than pulling in here, I'm just gonna walk down here and check it out. So yeah, there's the road in. We just parked down that road instead. And somebody's got a little table, barbecue grill. I hope we're not on private property, but our boys did camp here back then. And this is the Castor River. How cool is that? The beautiful Castor River. So we have no idea if we're on private property or not. I would think the river is public. Okay, here's an intersection on the road, and it says Castor River Shutins to the left, but I think there's some to the right. I think there's two trails, so I'm going to go to the right. Check it out. So back to the park map, we've come down 208, and there's the Castor River, and we made that straight instead of the left, and here we are at this parking lot. I read online it started with an A.H. Hodge mill or something like that trail, I believe. We're on County Road 928. If you follow it, it goes back out to HH. Sometimes your GPS has you come in this way to that parking lot. And sometimes you can't cross the river there. We're going to drive down there later. But if you make a left at that intersection and go on up 253, you come to the Cedar Glade Trail. That's the traditional where everybody goes. Okay, something tells me this is just a trail and not down to the river. We're close to the river. Look. So this is nothing like I remember it. We met some people that had hiked all over that area and had not found the water. And so we drove down the road and we're at the water. There's another parking area across the road. So we're going to cross the road here. Okay. There's a beautiful little area here. It's just from where you cross the road. There's also a trail here at this parking lot that has me curious. So we're at the main parking area and we're headed down the trail. So from my memory, I think it's a mile-long trail, but that's a loop. And if you just do the first section down to the natural area, then it's less than a half a mile. So you can do that down and back. You don't have to do the whole loop. I could be wrong. So here's the intersection on the trail. Shut-ins are to the left, but you can actually hike a mile loop. Looks to me like the water has rushed through this area. You can see it kind of over there far, and maybe it flooded and was all the way up in this area. If so, I mean, look at that tree pushed over too. Looks. Our first sign of pink rock. So the conservation area is called Amidon Memorial Conservation Area, and this natural area within it is called Castor River Shut-ins. I think people get confused about that. And if you're a local, you call it pink rock. As always, you can pause the video and read. There's lots of people here. So it'll be hard to get video without people in it. So where this sign is, it's a trail, a short trail off, and you can get to the downstream and get in the water there too. You're actually walking on the rock. I think this is just a view. That's where we were a few minutes ago. Hey, Crook. There's a hiking trail up here. There's a sign. Granite Glades. It tells you more about it. Goes up that way. Lichen and moss and all that cool stuff on the rocks. Some like fall flowers are very close to September, the end of August. Look, this rock is like a chair. There he is, sitting on the chair.
Big chair rock. This is a Rama boy. Got the rock. Greg didn't pay for it. Yeah.
I'm not going to sit right there for a while. Famous feet shot. Must be slicker than snot.